With what you learned in the previous two lectures about primaries wheels, you can start color correction. Remember guys, color correction is not about fancy things. It's about just getting your colors to be correct. Meaning getting the whites to be whites, the blacks to be blacks, and then the midtones to be, in the range of the midtones. There are 3 steps to color correction. First step is adjusting the exposure. Second step is achieving white balance. And the third step is adjusting the saturation or adjusting the colors if you like. So let's start with adjusting the exposure. Adjusting the exposure means getting your whites or your highlights to be in the highlights levels. We are using the waveform here. And getting your shadows to be in the shadows level, as simple as this. And then getting your midtones to be balanced according to this dotted middle line over here. Let's do that. I will take the gain and I will lift the highlight. Here you are. So I'm taking whatever is supposed to be white in the picture, these are the highlights, and taking it towards the highlights up there. Okay, I'm gonna stop over here. Then we need to take the shadows or the blacks in the picture and take them down to be in the shadows area. So I'm gonna take the lift and go down, as simple as this. Cool guys? Now I can go far down. I don't like it. You notice how it became too black. Or I can do not far down, then it looks like faint. So let's go just over here. I'm gonna crush a bit this area. Now if you take it over here and put your scopes over here, and you notice that this area is over here. And it has from highlights, that's the sleeve, up to blacks here. I think we balanced it quite well because we already have it as, right black and right white. Now let's play with the midtones. I'm gonna take the midtones up. Okay, look at the graph. I'm not looking at the image, I'm looking at the graph. Or down. Well, I think this is cool. What do you think, guys? It's quite balanced. Now we take a peek at the image. Remember, your monitor could be cheating you, so you want to rely on the graph. I can say that we achieved exposure here, not to bore you infinity to make it 100%. But you can come over and adjust the gain and the lift until you get exactly what you want, from the graph, of course. Now we want to achieve white balance. White balance is very easy. If you look over here, I'm sure you notice, if you don't have a black and white monitor, that the green and the blue and the red are separated. What I would like in this area is to achieve pure white, meaning I want the 3 of them, red, green, blue, to be aligned on top of each other. That means white balance. Only in this area. Don't try to do white balance in the shadows, okay? Just over here. What you can do here is to use the primary bars if you like to, or you can use the simple white balance just over here. It means you click on it and you go around in your image and decide what is 100% white. For example, the sleeve over here. Here you are. Notice the alignment. This is before and this is after. You notice, guys? So just aligning them, as simple as this. It's not gonna have a movement, not jumping around. That's the white balance. Now you have pure white over here, which is excellent. You achieve the second step, which is white balance. Now let's talk about saturation or colors. Obviously his hands are not natural. This guy is extremely white. Now it's time to adjust the color. You can start by playing with the saturation and take it up until a certain point where you are satisfied. But also, you look at your graph and notice how much you are spreading the colors. Okay, if I look at the red just over here, I know without looking at the image, I'm going too far now. Look at the red where it is. If I take it too down, I know now, okay, I messed up. That's black and white. So over here, I'm happy with that. If I take a peek at my image, it's cool. The skin is looking very well. Remember what we said in the vector scope. The skin is over here. Now, I'm not going to adjust this now, but you notice that I have some good results already. Not fantastic, but very good results. Let's go back to the parade now and notice what is white balance here. It means the red and the green and the blue are aligned. If you look at this line over here, this is the white balance line, okay? And they seem to me very aligned. Maybe I would want to shift the blue a bit up, but that's gonna cost me a lot on the image. So for now, this is how you do color correction. In summary, very easily, you fix the exposure and try to use the waveform, where you get the highlights to go up and the shadows to go down, so the whites are really white and the blacks are really black, and then you adjust the midtone here playing with the gamma. Then you achieve white balance using the picker over here, that's the easiest way, and then you start playing with the saturation. You want more colors? Very easy. Try to play with the contrast. Just try. It's not always the rule, but you can add, for example, the contrast. Oh, look how I'm opening the graph. And you won't get more colors, but you spread more the colors. I think this is beautiful somehow. Let's play the video and see exactly have we done a good job. Well, the colors here are not bad. His hands are looking cool, even the back of his hand. And then the green is a bit strong here, but it's okay. Notice the color behind. Quite cool. We have some dark here area. It's looking pretty fine. Here is okay. Behind the blur. Well, actually, guys, while talking to you, I achieved really a good color correction. And this is color correction, not more, not less. Don't add any LUT, don't add anything. Don't play with the offset too much, or the gain, or the gamma. Just make sure that this graph is looking spread, natural, and is looking like all the colors are balanced. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next lecture with another example how to do color correction with different tools. See you then.